Hey, you're listening to the English Made Simple show. This is episode number 226, number 226, número 226. Have you been to a meetup yet since my last episode? I talked about it in episode 225, like last episode, and I mentioned how attending meetups was one of the easiest ways you can start conversing in English. So let me ask you again, have you been to a meetup yet? Muy interesante. Let's see if today's episode is going to change your mind, all right? Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to today's show. My name is Milena, and I am the host of the English Made Simple show. You can find me at englishmadesimple.net, englishmadesimple.net. What is happening, amigos y amigas? What's up? If you've just joined the show for the first time, you must be wondering, what is Milena on about when she said meetup? What in the world is meetup? Okay, it's a fair question. Check out the last episode where I talk about the meetup. That's episode 225. In that last episode, I described meetup in my own words, but now I would like to describe it in their words, okay, in meetup's words, because I should have done this in the last episode. This is what it says on the meetup website, which is meetup.com. This is what they say about meetup. Meetup is about connecting people with something in common. A meetup group is a community of people who come together because they care about the same thing. That's what it says on the meetup website. Basically, meetup is connecting people with something in common. So hopefully that explains meetup one more time. Now, let's continue with today's show. In today's show, I'm going to introduce you to a new segment called Repeat After Me. It's an idea I got from my student Leslie. Leslie mentioned that she would repeat after me the phrases that she hears on the EMS show because it helped her improve her pronunciation. I also wanted to make this segment a bit more fun, and I wanted to bring Weon Inteligente to the show for this segment. So sometimes you will repeat after me, sometimes you will repeat phrases after me, or you will repeat phrases after Weon Inteligente, just FYI. For non-Spanish speakers, or should I say for non-Chilenos, Weon Inteligente is an English Made Simple mascot. It's a character I made up that represents an online dictionary. At first, it was only representing Cambridge Dictionary, but now it represents any online dictionary. So that's what it means. For those of you who are not familiar with this term, or you will probably hear me say, according to Weon Inteligente, now you know what I'm actually referring to. That would imply that I'm referring to an online dictionary and I'm about to define a specific word or a phrase. And by the way, amigos y amigas, Weon Inteligente does speak. You can hear him speak in episode 100. I was interviewed by Weon Inteligente in that episode. You can also learn more about me as well in that episode. So that was episode 100. I was celebrating the 100th episode of the show. And we made it quite special with Weon Inteligente being the interviewer. So that was a fun episode to do. You can have a listen to that episode when you have some time. So hopefully this makes sense, amigos. Now let me explain briefly about this new segment called Repeat After Me. It's literally that. It's very straightforward. I will say a phrase and I expect you to repeat that phrase, the same phrase, after me. That's it. It's called Repeat After Me. The idea is for you to practice your speaking and not just listen to this podcast, because I know what happens when you listen to me. Same thing happens when my husband listens to me. It's quite normal. It happens to everybody. You forget. You know what I mean? You hear something today. You might learn something today, but as soon as this episode finishes, you will have forgotten the phrase. So I want to actually try a different approach. I want you to practice with me. So today's episode is going to be very simple. It's an introduction to our new segment, Repeat After Me. Repeat after Weon Inteligente, okay? Repeat after me or repeat after Weon Inteligente. You'll hear two voices. Now let's try something together. In order to practice your first phrase, I want to teach you a first conversation starter in this episode. I want you to paint a scene. Let's paint a scene together. Let's imagine we are somewhere at an event. So I want you to picture yourself at an event. I want you to use your imagination for this exercise. So you are at this event and it is a meetup group. Okay, it's your first time. You feel a bit anxious. You arrived alone. You don't know anybody at this event. The meetup group is called English Learners Club. And it's taking place at a bar, a quiet end of the bar where it's not too noisy, okay? As you enter the bar, you look around you. You don't know where you go exactly. You don't know where the meetup is. So what do? You look around and you see a friendly face. You make eye contact with them and you decide to approach that person. And here's your opportunity to speak. Your first English words for today are: excuse me, is this a meetup group? And now repeat after me. Excuse me, is this a meetup group?
Okay, fine. Rah. Let's repeat. Excuse me, is this a meetup group? What is a meetup? I don't understand this. Can I go now? Wait a second. How about you repeat this after me? I am busy.
So rude. We don't need you now, so you can go back to your books, go back to your dungeon.
Okay, bye.
Nobody will miss you. We have to carry on with the show. Great, we are starting off easy today. Very, very simple. In the next episode, you will learn a conversation starter. You will learn another conversation starter. Conversation starter is a term, basically it's that first question you ask to start a conversation with someone, literally. We will continue with our scenario of a meetup group called English Learners Club. By the way, as a disclaimer, I feel as though I should mention this. I just invented this name. I don't know if this group actually exists at all. I just made it up. So we'll just imagine that we are, looking for a meetup group, English Learners Club, all right? If you want to get a head start and learn a few conversation starters, you can get some ideas from my audiobook called How to Simplify a Conversation. You'll get an ebook plus the audio version. I know no one wants to sit down and read a book or an ebook for that matter. That's why I recorded the audio version, which you can listen to anywhere. Simply go to englishmadesimple.net/convo, CONVO. Convo is short for conversation. Cool bananas, amigos y amigas. Thanks for joining me in today's episode. Let me know what you think of today's segment. Repeat after me. Hope you enjoy that. We'll do it again. You've been an amazing audience and you've been jamming with Milena from English Made Simple. Until next time, hasta la próxima.
Finally, some peace and quiet.